This story was about identity. Many Somali children in the UK and beyond feel trapped between two worlds. Hello, welcome to my journalism toolkit. Today, we're talking about Somali parents sending their children back home when they feel they are losing their way. This is called Dhaqan Celis. Some kids come back transformed, wiser, more mature. Others, not much changes. I'm Jamal Osman, and in this weekly podcast, I take you on a journey sharing the stories behind the stories. Join me on Substack.
Do
you know any friends who got into trouble?
Half of them are in prison.
Yeah, half our friends.
Half of your friends are in prison.
Mostly Somalian as well.
This story began in 2012 when I needed a break from heavy, emotionally exhausting reporting. What followed was an unforgettable journey. It was early 2012. The previous year had been relentless, covering devastating stories, including the horrific famine in Somalia. I was emotionally drained. I went to my editor and said, I need to do something lighthearted. He asked, what do you have in mind? Honestly, I had no idea. But I started researching, making calls to Kenya, Mogadishu, Ethiopia, Dubai, wherever Somalis had built strong communities. Then this idea landed on my lap. Some kids been sent back home. Somalis live all over the Horn of Africa, but I needed a safe, open place. That's how I chose Hargeisa. Safer than other regions, and Somalis from the north, they are direct. They'll tell you straight up. Perfect for honest storytelling.
The youth love it. It's one of their best pastimes.
So I met Fatuma in Hargeisa. Raised in the UK, she moved back to Hargeisa and built a youth center, basketball courts, football fields, and a small gym. A gathering place for kids from the diaspora. Over time, these children unintentionally formed their own clan, not based on traditional Somali lineage, but on their own shared experience of being outsiders. Fatuma welcomed us in, and I called her the chief of the rehabilitation clan. She had seen it all, the ones who adapted, the ones who struggled, and those caught in between. With any story, you can't interview everyone. You need strong, compelling characters. That's why we chose Hassan and Layla.
Africa's alright, blood. Africa's alright. Don't be thinking Africa's dead. This place is actually better than I thought it was going to be.
There's that thing where if you see a girl on road with a hijab, you're going to think she's a good girl, allow her, right?
Hassan was the life of the group. Funny, cheeky, always cracking jokes. If there was a comedian in the making, it was him. Layla, on the other hand, was more reflective, more observant. Two contrasting personalities, but both sent back home for the same reason. Parents worried about their children losing their way.
I'd say we were middle class there, but we're upper class here.
No, we're not even middle class, man, and who had that day?
Hargeisa embraced them, but also didn't. On one hand, they were the rich kids. Parents sent money. They dressed differently, spoke differently. On the other hand, they weren't truly Somali in the eyes of the locals. So where did they belong? That question lingered throughout the story.
Today we're by the beach. Unfortunately, us girls can't swim because they said girls and boys can't swim together, so we're trapped in the bus.
Then came the beach trip to Berbera. Boys dived into the sea, laughing, splashing around. Layla sat on the bus, furious.
And I'm being teased because I can see the water, but I'm not allowed in.
Diaspora girls aren't trusted, she said. Seen as too Western, too bad. While the boys had all the freedom, she hated it. But hours later, at a historic cave site, she looked around and said, I love my heritage, I love my people.
It makes me appreciate, my culture.
That was Layla's identity conflict in a nutshell. When Somali culture restricted her, she felt like an outsider. When it embraced her, she was one of them. Identity wasn't fixed, it shifted with her emotions and experiences.
I can't count these, man.
By the end of our journey, we saw changes. Hassan, still playful, still cheeky, but more self-aware. Layla, her transformation was visible. She started giving back, teaching English, mentoring young women. She went from rebellion to understanding. She didn't just accept her culture, she found her place in it. at its core, this story was about identity. Many Somali children in the UK and beyond feel trapped between two worlds. In Britain, they are reminded they are immigrants. Back home, they are reminded they don't fully belong. So where is home? The answer? It depends on the day, the moment, the experience. The Somali poet said it best: your country is your body, it's your skin and flesh.
dalkaagu jirkaaga weeye dubkaaga iyo diirka weeye halkaa darajada ku leeday.
But for these children, which country? Some days it's Britain, other days Somalia, and often it's neither. For me, this wasn't just a fascinating story. It was a break from the heaviness of war, famine, and suffering. Sometimes, as a journalist, you need to take a step back and tell stories of everyday struggles and resilience. Hanging out with these kids, laughing, watching them navigate life, was a reminder not all stories need to be tragic to be impactful. Sometimes they just need to be real. If this episode resonated with you, follow me on Substack for more stories. This is my journalism toolkit. See you next time. Thanks for watching.